Here we go. Ta-da. All right, so breathing. We're gonna do a little 5-minute thing in a minute. Maybe 2. That is gonna help us get through a process of doing that. But we've got a couple different drills, and I think we talked about a little bit in one of the classes. Did we talk a little bit about this? Remember that? No, maybe not. So here's the basic thing. So our body is always aware of our state of being, and one of the biggest signals to it is how we're breathing. So I think it's better to breathe chest breathing or tummy breathing. Which one's better? Belly. Because why? You're right. Who knows? For some reason. So if you breathe here, let's just do that for just a couple seconds. Breathe through your chest like that. Shallow breath. How does your body start to feel when you're doing that? You're actually anxious, it does. So that is a signal to our brain, we got a crisis. We got something going on. It's fight or flight. So there's the parasympathetic, sympathetic over here I meant to do. Sympathetic is the fight or flight. So if there's a fire in the room, we want our sympathetic part of our nervous system kick in. That would fire up our adrenaline, fire up our cortisol, we get breathing fast, heart rate is speed up, we get lots of energy in our legs, and you get out of here. The other kind of breathing is parasympathetic. It's the calm, slow down, rest and digest part. So now go put your hand on their tummy. And I want you to breathe, making your tummy expand. Go ahead. Expand. Go ahead. And again, expand. And go ahead. So how do you feel doing that? Did you say, Scott?
Relaxed.
Relaxed. Same? Yeah. So it seems really simple. I am a singer to the point that I sing in a choir. I'm a tenor, and I can sing with a group. I don't like to sing solos, get too nervous and whatever. Good singers are all about that because really good singers can maintain a note like forever. They can just sing because they are breathing here. They totally fill up their lungs, and then with the exhalation, they can sing a long note, or they can just it resonates better. So I'm going to tell a story, then we'll get to the meditations and see if people may not come. We chiropractors love experiential stuff? Like we don't have we have some boring seminars, but we have a lot that you're actively doing. Anybody ever done what's called a ropes course? Yeah, for sure. So there's different kinds, but a lot of them are up at some kind of 20 feet high, 30 feet high, somewhere else. The irony is they make them super safe. So you're in a harness. They even have a little one down at Thanksgiving Point. You can go down there and do. Hi guys, see you later. It's fine. At Thanksgiving Point they have one, and the same thing there is a safety thing. They have you in a harness, and at the very beginning of the one there, it actually will make you test before you can get on the actual ropes course thing. They actually tell you to get off your feet and totally sit down, testing the harness, and it holds you. You drop, a few inches, maybe a foot, and that's it, and then it totally holds you. So there's a part of your brain that says, okay, I did that test. I know that I can't fall more than a foot. But there's another part of your brain that's saying, dude, you're 20, 30 feet up in the air. This is not good. This is a bad thing. If you fall, it can be either totally over or you can break something. So one particular time, we were in a beautiful setting in Hawaii, and we're doing a ropes course, a bunch of us chiropractors, all different ages, sizes, genders. And this one dude was kind of the cool dude. And he was bigger than most of us. and he talked about the fact that he was black belt and whatever else. And it's always interesting to me to see when push comes to shove, don't do that in front of me.
Oh, sorry.
I won't even say what he did, but he did something that was not directly connected to breathing. Anyway, so sure enough, you can probably guess the rest of the story. So we're up about 25, 30 feet, and we're on a teeny little beam. We're in these vests, you cannot get hurt. If you fall off the beam, you go a half a foot to a foot, and that's it. We tested them there too. So there is no danger, but your brain, you're up on that beam, and it was not too big. It was a little bigger than a foot, but you had to walk like this, and it was probably about 20 feet across, something like that. So he gets up there and he freezes. Just his body is shaking. He's embarrassed because here's all the rest of us. He's kind of been trash talking. Like, oh, this could be so weird, right? And he totally freezes. And the guy down the hall, the little coach guy, whatever they call him, the guide, is saying stuff to him. Hey, it's okay. He's just gone. So the guide has to go up on the beam with him, and he's kind of on the little platform. He's just not a few feet away. Probably we're up from me to stop. And he said, dude, you gotta change your breathing. Because the guy, he's sweating, he's hyperventilating. He's probably getting dizzy because he's so nervous and stressed out. So when he finally got to breathe out of his gut, instead of out of his chest, he walked across the spine. That was one of the more dramatic things to me. I've noticed I've played probably the most competitive sport I've played is tennis. I played in leagues and I played in matches that weren't going to change the world for sure. And weren't getting paid anything. But there would be moments all of a sudden I said, if you screw up this serve, you could lose this match. And so if you do that in your head and then you start breathing here, you're for sure going to screw up. So I would have to say, okay, here we go. You serve a gazillion times. You know how to hit this serve. And you see golfers that are putting for like $1 million or $2 million. And it's just this little teeny putt. And if they're in the wrong state of mind, or if they're breathing out of the chest, then in fact, it just happened. Is it the US Open? There's 4 big events in golf. And one of the 4 that happened about a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, sure enough, the guy that was in the lead, he had 2 putts, the last 2 holes that were only like 3 to 4 feet, which pros usually hit 100% of them. He missed them all. And he lost the match. And he was up in there. So, would you press that on me? This is a 5-minute meditation. It's going to talk about breathing. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a couple drills. Oh, you can change it. It's going to only 5 minutes. So can you see if you go here? Let's go to there it is. Choose. Now, okay, so she's going to tell you to get in a comfortable position.
This is a meditation to help you get more.
Is that loud enough?
A lot of chaotic things going on. It's intended for a whole team to listen to together. Some of you may have more or less familiarity with meditation, which is fine. We're going to take a little break, just sitting quietly for a short time with some guidance to help get more grounded in this busy time. If anything I say sounds unfamiliar or strange, just do what feels comfortable. But you can also give it a try if you're willing. Maybe it'll be helpful. So let's get started. If you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes, which can help to decrease distractions. If you don't feel comfortable closing your eyes, that's okay. You can just aim your gaze downwards towards the floor or your lap. So to begin with, take a moment to feel yourself sitting here in the room. Notice the sense of contact you have with your chair or the floor. Take a moment to notice what's going on right now in your body. Notice if there's any tension anywhere in your body. First, let's feel how it is in your face, including in the jaw or around the eyes. If you feel there's tension or tightness, try to relax it. This can be done as you breathe. Notice what it's like when you breathe in and when you breathe out. Take some deeper breaths here too. On the exhale, try to relax the tension and let it go. Do this a few times on your own. Just the tension in your shoulders. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, try to relax them. Don't worry about whether it relaxes completely. Check in with your torso, including your belly and chest. If there's tension, try to relax it on the out breath again. Breathing in, breathing out. Check in with the lower. Also try to relax your legs and feet. Breathing in, breathing out. As you exhale, try to relax. Now allow yourself to feel your whole body, whatever is most obvious. Allow yourself to notice that you're breathing. See if you can become more aware of what it feels like to breathe. You don't need to breathe any particular way. Just pay attention to the overall feeling. Thoughts may be swirling around. For now, treat them just like swirling winds. Try not to get caught up in them. Stay connected and centered as best you can with the body breathing. Every time you hold, just notice this and try to return to the awareness of the body breathing. As we bring this meditation to a close, take a moment to remember the work today, all the intention for your success as you continue your work together. Try to connect with your best intentions around this for yourself, your team, and all those your work will positively impact. When you're ready, open your eyes and think. I hope this was helpful. Good luck with the rest of your day.
All right, so give me some feedback.
Wish I had more time to do that in my real life.
That particular app is called 10%. It's 10% happier. I think it has both a free that you can get it for free for X amount of time. I think for the whole year it's like $60 or something like that. And I've been using it for a couple of years. And often I'll bring one in that I like here. But so you wish you had more time. What's some other feedback from doing that exercise?
That's intention announcement.
Good. That's awesome. Maybe
Clears the mind, definitely.
does.
Quiets the mind.
And one of the big keys to meditation, I'm not an expert meditator, I've been doing it for a long time now, but is if you can focus on something like breathing, then you can get rid of all this. In fact, some of the experts that are on this 10%, Sharon Salisbury is a very famous meditator, written some books. A guy named Joseph Goldstein and some others. Anyway, she said she went to India, went over there to be in the Mecca of meditation, and someone said that they could count up to, I think, 30 or 40 breaths and stay focused. And the guy who's in charge basically called us, that's probably not true. Very few people can do that. I have a tough time going beyond 10. And if you get after 10, then just go back to 1. Anyway, so the point they make again and again is, if you're trying to do that and you focus on something else, so what? Just come back to the breath. So, big question for you. Is it better to breathe through your nose or your mouth? Intake. When you're inhaling, which is better? The nose. Is correct answer why? Filtration. That's right. Filtration, it actually helps do all kinds of things to the incoming air. There's little hairs in there, all kinds of things set up to help mucosal lining and so forth. And if you just breathe through the mouth, none of that's happening. So, and your mouth can get dry and so forth. So you can breathe out through either way. It doesn't make that much difference, but the breathing in, gotta make sure. Speaking of the nose, this is one I hadn't done before. So this is called alternate nostril breathing. So it's actually called NADI Shodhana. So Nadi Shodhana. Makes it sounds Indian. It involves walking off one nostril at a time as you breathe through the other, alternating between nostrils in a regular pattern. It's best to practice this type of anxiety relieving breathing in a seated position to maintain your posture. So I'm going to sit down too. So here we go. Position your right hand by bending your pointer or middle fingers into your palm, leaving your thumb, ring finger, and pinky extended. This is known as Vishnu Mudra in yoga. So if you can't do that, just do the index finger. I'm going to cheat and use the index finger. So here we go. So you're going to close your eyes, inhale, and exhale to begin. So start breathing. Now take your either index finger or thumb and close off the right nostril. So now we're inhaling just through the left nostril. Now we're going to switch and go the other way. Breathe just through the right nostril. We're going to alternate, doing 2 or 3 breaths through each one. We're going to do that for 5 times. Go ahead and do it yourself. By the way, if you start to feel lightheaded, just release the breathing. I'm going to do it a couple more times. Good. So what was that experience like? What did you feel doing that? Same meaning. Okay. Anything else?
We were very focused on the breathing.
It's true. It's true. Other things weren't really, yep. I breathe better through my left than my right, I know that. I said, yeah, I don't want to go back to that. I'm gonna keep going on the left side, and if you'd asked me, I would not have known that. So the idea is just different ways to do different things. So we're gonna kind of do what I already suggested we do. According to the American Institute of Stress, 20 to 30 minutes, we're not gonna do that, we'll maybe do 2, 3. Of belly breathing, also known as abdominal breathing or diaphragmatic breathing, can reduce stress and anxiety. So find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. For example, sitting in a chair, sitting cross-legged, I can do that. So that's not gonna, I can cross my ankles like you guys do. No, I'm gonna crisscross applesauce, that ain't happening. I would stop breathing at that point. Anyway, so get comfortable. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do sort of what we were doing before. Put your hand, one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly. And what we're trying to do is only make the belly breathe. So we'll do that, we'll do it for like 10 or 15 minutes. So just try to breathe through your nose. And only have the belly expand. Not the chest. More times. So is it easy to do or not? Is it easy to just breathe out of the belly? You look like you're ready for a nap now. You can go lay on the river table, and Scott's already out, so they're done.
I'll sleep anywhere. I'll sleep anywhere.
So was that pretty easy to do? So
I was using my chest.
Yeah. Had to focus on the belly.
Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Well, there we go. Although this sequence frequency may vary according to health, most people begin by doing it just 3 times to 5 and just getting that kind of rhythm. I practiced a couple times before this. I was actually able to sink into the belly pretty easily this time. All right, we're gonna just a couple more. This one, I like what it says. The 4-7-8 breathing exercise, also called relaxing breath, acts as a natural tranquilizer to the nervous system. At first, it's best to try this sitting down. Once you become familiar, you can try to lie down and fall asleep. So, I'm going to tell you basically it's holding in. You breathe in for 4, you hold for 7, and you try to breathe out 8. So just do the best we can. So, and again, try to do so it's through the belly. It's going to be way better belly breathing than his chest, because chest is a lot more shallow. So here we go. Close your eyes. We're going to take a breath with our tummy and go and count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to try to hold it for 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now blow out slowly through your mouth for the count of 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Try that again. Go in for 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Out for 8. 6, 7, 8. Do that one more time. In for 4. 3, 4. Hold for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then out for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That was, which part's the hardest? All of it. Taking a deep breath is hard, holding it is hard, and letting it out. Right? So I would say, what do you think? I would say start wherever you can. If you can come in for 2, hold for 2, out for 2, and then just try to see if you can expand that a little bit from there. Why do you think that's challenging?
Real long.
Okay, all right. So then belly breathing is a good thing for you to practice. I know you don't have a lot of spare time, but in those little snippets of time you do, maybe just do, not even do the 4, 7, 8 thing, but just do put your hand on your chest and on your belly and just try to just only make your belly hands. Try that. All right, what were the other experiences?
Isn't too bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
is that, were you breathing through your belly then, do you think?
I think so.
Is that
I was
some
trying
more?
to, yeah.
Awesome. All right, we're gonna do something called mindfulness breathing. This is gonna be our last one. So, mindfulness meditation involves focusing on your breathing and bringing your attention to the present without allowing your mind to drift to the past and future. Engaging in mindfulness breathing exercises serves the same purpose, which can help ease your anxiety. One mindfulness breathing exercise to try involves choosing a calm and focus, either a word, you can do the Om thing, or the word peace, or the phrase breathe in calm, breathe out tension. Repeat silently as you inhale or exhale. Like, go and relax. If you notice that your mind is drifted, just take another deep breath and gently return your attention to the present. So, I am going to personally do the peace thing. And I'm going to breathe in, thinking in my mind peace, and breathe out. Although I kind of like to breathe in, calm, breathe out tension. Maybe we'll do that one. So we're going to do it. We're going to breathe in and say in our minds, breathe in calm, breathe out tension. And again, try to go through the belly. So let's do that 5 times. So go ahead, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in calm. Breathe out tension. You're going to think of something in particular that you want to be calm about. And I think it's something that's making you tense that you want to breathe out. Breathe out that tension. 2 more times, breathing in calm. Breathe out tension. 1 more time, breathe in calm. Breathe out tension. Good. So how's that one? Is that easier? Good, good. So, bottom line, takeaway is what?
Breathe.
There you go. Other thoughts? So if you can think about it, I think this is a great one. Hand on the chest, hand on the tummy, and actually see what's going on. If you didn't take long to hyperventilate doing that, by the way. So on the other hand, breathing here, nice long, slow breath, and that just kind of so that's the homework assignment. Do some of these at least a couple a day and see, and you're gonna specifically see if you can try to get it in for a little longer, hold it for a little longer. Okay, awesome. Thanks for coming. Better breathing is coming.